warm-up, you wouldn't know he's playing Alabama in a semifinal. Of course, he's the former Aggie, transferred out of there, sat out a year. He's a future Oakland-A, taken number 9 overall in June, paid a whole bunch of money. They expect him there in March, but in the meantime, an important job to do, unfinished business tonight.
Well, he comes into this game, I think, incredibly confident. And because he's confident, his team feeds off of that energy. The thing is, can he get the tempo offense, attacking, aggressive mentality that they've had all year against the best defense, Alabama, that they've seen? Not only his arm, but he's going to need to use his legs, obviously, tonight against the Crimson Tide.
And we'll keep a close eye on his top receiver, the speedy, but... And there is Kyler Murray. So incredibly calm, despite the huge challenge tonight. He has a powerful belief in himself.
I'm Kyler Murray, redshirt junior from Allen, Texas, quarterback from Oklahoma.
Won the Heisman. No quarterback has ever won the Heisman, then led Oklahoma to a national championship. The A's have stayed in the background during this Heisman-winning season wisely, I think. And let this man focus on football. Trey Sermon. He's to his right. Murray with the keeper. Bumped into a blocker and picks up about 4. Here's for Carey. Got 3 that time. On second down, looking to throw. And cannot escape. Drag.
Now, what you got to like is they're trying to keep the athletic ability of Kyler Murray in the pocket. Make him make plays. And when he starts to...
But Jersey and pulling to the ground. 3rd and 11. Murray from the pocket, hit and knocked down again.
Alabama, it's another thing when you get to 3rd down and you see the pressure. McKinney comes on the outside. He's picked up by Sermon, but it's.
He's got a huge bunch right now.
He's got it.
Hasn't gotten rid of the ball yet. This is 4 Oklahoma plays, and it's a scramble and 2 sacks. Laura?
Kyler Murray very frustrated on the sideline, Chris, and Lincoln Riley came up to him and said exactly what Kurt just said. You're holding on to the ball too long. You got to get it out quicker. Kyler talking to his O-line, asking if they're okay and saying they need to go out and get it this time. Also, every time Alabama gains yardage, as Kyler watches on the sideline, you can see the intensity in his eyes.
That they're playing with here early in this game.
This is Marquise Brown, but that ball just...
He said you're clueless. Ball's at he's about the 19-20. Watch where the ball lands. About the 18.5. It's not even close to being backwards. That'll be turned over.
If it's even with the line, that's also a pass, not a backward pass. So
yeah,
so when in doubt, they want to. But look at the throw. More to the point, though, with Williams bearing down, he just buried the nose of the football in the turf.
That's the bigger issue if you're Oklahoma, is Murray's feeling that heat. You see Quinnen Williams give him a little nudge there after the throw. And I feel like Kyler Murray right now is feeling in the presence of the Alabama rush. He's never done that this year. He's been the guy that's dictated things against the defenses that he's played. But, you know, we've been saying it for 4 weeks.
Was forward, therefore it's an incomplete pass. 2nd down. Please reset the game clock to 4 minutes.
The left guard, Ben Powers on his back.
3rd and long, and it's a downfield shot. This is Brown, but it's overthrown. He was closely covered there.
In Lincoln Riley's system, it's more about the running game with Sermon and Brooks on early downs to get.
Can Murray create some magic, spark this team? Serious urgency in a 1st down pass attempt. Calcaterra, the tight end, makes a fingertip.
Here by Calcaterra to go up and use his fingertips to make this catch. Every inch, 6'4", 221 pounds.
4th season. In his 2nd year as head coach, Murray keeps it, and he stumbles as he tries to get away from Williams and around the edge and loses about 3.
Well, Dylan Moses stays home that time and forced Murray to cut to the outside, and he's so quick that time he outquicked himself. Watch this. He's going to try to get outside of that block. Sees Dylan Moses right there. Tries to get to the outside, following that block by Meyer, but footing. Now 3rd down.
You were seeing things we haven't seen from him all season.
Yeah. I think he's pressing a little bit, trying to maybe live up to that hype of winning the Heisman.
Final seconds of the 1st quarter. Sooners on 3rd and 4. Murray from the pocket flips it incomplete. It was off in his own end of the field. Goes for it on 4th and 4. Tide rush 4. Murray flips it into heavy traffic, incomplete.
Over the middle. Watch Christian Miller, who's been normally a pass rusher. This time he shows that he's going to rush, and then he drops to be able to take away anything underneath. Look how tight that window is. I mean, he was able to somehow get it in there to tease, but he couldn't even see the ball because of 3 Alabama defenders right around. Sorry for you. They do not slow down until it's over.
And they flip it short. This is a catch made by Carson Meyer, and the big fullback off and rumbling. The former
do something. Watch him kind of disguise it, delay, and then comes across and then picks up that block right there. That was a big block by Kennedy Brooks that freed him up. Blocks a lot, but can catch the ball to the backfield.
And now it's Lamb downfield. Jump ball comes back, and
they start to really get some energy back after being down by 28.
This is Brown.
Talked really the last month about his health and his status and whether or not he'd be able to play. You can see his head peak.
Murray, it's a flea flicker, gets it back from Sermon. Didn't have time, but he's got a whole lot of space. Can he make a man miss? Huge block against Mac
Wilson the whole way. First of all, the flea flicker, the discipline of the defense. Everybody's covered, but you got to account for Kyler Murray. Watch the block right here in the middle. Bang! Right.
Training tent on the Alabama sideline. It's an option pitch. Shades of old school. Oh, look at the block here.
Let's go back to this. Mac Wilson's a physical linebacker, and boom, he hits him low, too. Hits him low, right?
On third.
Got to account for Murray's legs here on 3rd and short.
Slant batted straight up in the air.
Where he can't always get to you, but he's going to do a good job of getting his hands up and timing it up. Keep in mind, Murray, they list him at 5'10", but there's no way he's 5'10". And these are big, tall defensive linemen.
From the pocket, Murray flings it far side.
You know, he just had that great block, and Marquise Brown gets a lot of attention. I think Lamb's their most complete receiver. Really looking for a short throw, they go downfield.
Murray took a look downfield, now tries to make something happen with his...
In this area.
Slot left, looking that way, throws for him in the end zone.
Came from the inside, and because he's coming in from the inside, Murray recognizes that, tries to throw him open to the outside, but Calcaterra unable to. That being said, I think the last 2 or 3 drives have been better for Oklahoma than the way this game started, where they were just shell-shocked by Bama on both sides of the ball.
Couldn't be worse than the way it started.
Yeah.
See if Murray has enough time to take a downfield shot. Tide rush 4, but they flush him, and now he's just going to flip it short to Meyer, and he picks up about. He brought a pinky injury into the game, and Murray, of course, he just had that retape. Pinky's not going to keep him out of this one. In the flat, Brooks.
Run.
They need about 25 yards to be in reasonable field goal range for Seibert, and Murray escapes and crosses midfield. Sermon in the backfield. Tide rush 3, and they still flush him out. And he's not going to even be able to make a downfield throw. Still dangerous out here, but beat it up before the snap on the very first play. Makes it 1st and 15. Now Murray sprinting out. He's chased by Moses.
Break. Nick Saban not happy about that. Moses trying to chase him down. Yeah, he just grabs the back of the jersey and brings him down. Referee right there, and that's a mental error.
Ball at the 35. Murray chased and flips it back, and wide open is Meyer. Gets a block. Carson Meyer lowers his shoulder. Snap it at 2. It's a keeper. Murray shows the
right now does not have a catch in this game.
There's a drop on a short pass. Murray from the pocket flips it high for 6th penalty for OU. They've frequently had penalty problems throughout the season, but they've been so explosive it hasn't really hurt them.
May want to move him out of the pocket, or he's got to get rid of the ball quickly. They're coming after him.
3rd and 13. Here comes the blitz. Murray, nobody open, takes off, gets away from Jennings. You can see the
Jennings, 33, instead of rushing right here, he's actually sitting in the middle of that defense, but he does not have the speed to be.
Oklahoma did substitute, so Alabama could have slowed things down to get their subs in, but they used tempo and they find Lamb, and Eighth play of the drive. On first down, Murray thinking play action. Wanted to take a shot downfield. Has the luxury of time. Launches into the end zone.
Dangerous defense athletically to do that with, especially when your receiver that you're throwing it to is Meyer, who has size at 6'5", but he's an H-back. You accept that ball. I'm surprised he didn't just take off and just try to pick up 3, 5, 7 yards. He had all day back.
Scramble, you figure Bama will spy him this time. They rush 4, they flip it into flats to Kennedy, who escapes. And Brooks barrels down.
Keith Brown set kind of a pick right here on Mac Wilson, who's man-to-man. They do a good job of getting the ball to the outside to Brooks. Really constantly in command in this offense, and he demands that from his quarterbacks.
Calcaterra in motion. And a slant is too high for Lamb.
Of 2 Alabama defenders, CeeDee Lamb is open, but look back close to the line of scrimmage. 49, Isaiah Buggs, the safety, McKinnon.
Conversions in this drive. Murray chased and flips it short. Physical problems with the foot. It's affected him mentally, I think. He makes that catch normally. Problem, Oklahoma only 12 drops all season long. Murray escapes and shows that electric. First down after the run, and now Murray's still got it and looks at the sidelines and over the head.
Threats.
And Brown still on the sidelines. They flip it short. Lamb's got it, and he cuts back. A little wide receiver screen, picks up 7. It'll be from the pocket, slant, Lamb, catch, first down into Bama territory.
Out again, CeeDee Lamb, and he is really grown up this second year in this offense. Played a lot as a true freshman last year. He knew that hit was coming from Deontay Thompson. Really nice job on that quick slant. Gets to the inside to be able to protect the ball before Thompson lowers the boom.
Murray escapes, lofts it downfield for Morris, who's got it for a touchdown.
Once he does this is what he's seeing. He's seeing that he's got his receiver getting behind this safety. So even though he's got pressure right there from Jennings, he knows instead of taking off and running, he's got the arm strength on the run, by the way, to be able to get it up and over the safety for the touchdown. It's a baseball player throw right there.
And it's a huge play. Big moment for the career Rambo, but Oklahoma.
That ball on the run, thrown about 55 yards in the air.
In the run, then almost in the air as he let it go.
Yeah.
Oklahoma had 28 points, Kirk, in the first 17 minutes of this game. They've only added a field goal to that since. Murray, this was Outland Trophy winner and Heisman Trophy winner. It was high and it was physical.
Yeah, that's so. See, Samia comes in. I mean,
Kyler's still down, being looked at. And we'll step aside.
Staff obviously worried about Kyler Murray. They keep asking him if he's okay, doing a couple quick tests. He keeps saying, I'm good, just let me go back in the game. And as you can see, out there on the field with his helmet once again.
Raekwon Davis inspired after that tackle for loss. This Alabama defensive line still. So Murray, now just the one play, but he inherits a 3rd and 10.
got him.
Yeah, that was Quinnen a little eager there. Now it's 3rd and 5. Murray across the middle into traffic. Got to make this to have any reasonable chance. And it's caught. And that's Rambo. And
Hope's alive on that 4th down.
Murray wanted to take a shot downfield, now escapes in a whole lot of room, and he finally slides down near the 40. Covers ground in such a hurry.
I don't know what's going to happen or how this game's going to end, but how can you not love Kyler Murray and his competitive spirit? He gets hit by the baddest man in college football, Quinnen Williams, and it was a big-time shot. Goes out for a play, comes back out, and he's still fighting.
He's still firing down the field, almost intercepted.
Again, who's going to make a play for me? Rambo's been making some plays. We know about Lamb. He kind of throws this one.
He's going to block the blitz. He's going to do so at 5'9", 171. Tide are showing pressure. Better get rid of it, hurry. You do, and a catch made nicely by.
And then eventually he sees the hole and where he wants to throw the football. It's about trying to find that matchup. He saw Deontay Thompson, his safety, coming, left a vacancy, and he makes the throw right into that hole.
Tide barely got lined up before the snap, and now it's Lincoln. Riley wanted a penalty. On 2nd and 10,
he just did not quite have enough time to get the ball out to Brooks. This play needs a little bit more time to be able to get those linemen out, get the back in position, but good.
This is more pressure than he's been used to seeing. Right there, Lamb left alone on the sideline.
They're going after Surtain, who's a talented player, but still a freshman. 2 against 2. Nice job, well timed. Kind of, he knows that he's going to be able to throw that ball back.
Murray, fake to throw, could not.
Murray.
They gave him 2 late touchdowns, Kirk, against Arkansas, and he wasn't having it. He kept the DBs in the locker room as the buses were getting. 2nd and 9, they flip it to Brooks. It's a under pressure, throws it off his back foot, strike.
CeeDee Lamb, because they've been going after Patrick Surtain this entire drive with Lamb. That's almost just an option route. He's just kind of sizing him up on the route, waiting, and there's the anticipation. That ball is thrown before Lamb actually. Best setting, not just in college football, best setting for me in sports.
Best place in the world for you, I think.
I think you're right.
Well, wide open receiver there is Nick Baskin.
Down the field and picks up huge yards.
Murray has a whole bunch of time against a 3-man rush. He thinks 2 or 3 times about running. He's still thinking about it. And he will take off. And finally just a tentative slide. And Kirk
so impressed by his effort tonight and not giving up. Think about how this game started.
Yeah, 28-0.
In the blink of an eye, they were done.
Linemen their depth here. And there's a slant. Murray ducking under, somehow stays off the ground, and now they're saying no, he did touch the ground. Raekwon Davis was there in a hurry, ripped his helmet off. Irate they didn't call it a sack.
I've always bragged on Alabama not playing where they lose their cool.
Rolling on the field as the ball carrier's knee was down.
But it wasn't.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 99, correction, 99 on defense, taking his helmet off. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
He's so close. Did he think it touched the grass?
Yeah, I think that left knee maybe just barely did touch. It's close. Yeah, there, I don't know, maybe not.
From that angle, I think he stayed up somehow. Let's see.
This is the angle that looks like it. Yeah, I don't think it did. But I was going to say, Alabama, over the years with Nick Saban in Tuscaloosa like that, he sits down next to Coach Saban. This team's been a little bit emotional tonight.
That ball is tipped at the line, but Rambo comes up with it.
Up as a linebacker, 32, right in the middle. He shows blitz, kind of sits there as a spy, got a hand on it, and Rambo, who's had a heck of a night tonight.
Argue looming huge here. Ball at the 8. Murray escapes again. More helmets on the ground.
Go back and show you center, middle linebacker 30, just off to his left, comes in. Nobody to count for Murray. And everybody drops back deep into the end zone. You're thinking, of course, you got to be able to, somebody's got to be spying on Murray, but Murray continues to impress. 17 carries now tonight, 109 yards rushing. He's thrown for 308. So 417 total yards, and he's got 3 touchdowns, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground, that last one.
And Murray now over 4,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards in the season. Until now, Deshaun Watson, the only player to do that. Speaking of guys who gave the Crimson Tide defense in the national championship game, chance for Nick Saban to go for his 7th national championship. He's with Maria.
All right, Coach, you never know how your team is going to respond after they've had about a month off, but